Hello. Happy Friday. How we doing today? I made beef and broccoli for dinner. A bitch is farting. I hope I got it all out of my system before stream, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes, right? Right, my beef and broccoli bros? This song is too scary. Get out of here. I don't want to listen to FF13. You know what? No, this one's good. Is it? Yeah, this one's fine. A little sleepy, but that's okay. We made it to Friday. It's been a busy week. Been a busy week. A lot of stuff has happened this week. Allow me to regale you. This week, got over 900 subs on my Clips channel. This is big news. This is big news right here. Considering I don't upload regularly at all. It's just in short bursts. 900 people decided to sub. That's crazy. Also big news just today. Carpenter Brute is gonna be touring next year. Just found that out like a couple hours ago. That's great news. Unironically. I feel like it always sounds like I'm being sarcastic when I'm being serious. But I'm very excited for this. Other big news. Drakengard soundtrack is on Steam. I don't know, like, I think they put it on Spotify or something too, which is why you can just buy it on Steam now. I hope they fucking make a release, a remaster. I guess maybe it coincides with like the anniversary of this or something. Of the game. I don't know when the game actually came out. But this had me very excited. This has me so hopeful that a remaster is gonna happen. And you know, a remaster has to happen because just this morning I cracked 2 eggs for my breakfast. Each one had 2 yolks in it. So I had a quad egg breakfast. This is a good omen. This means that Drakengard Remaster is definitely going to happen. When a Drakengard Remaster happens, just know that it has nothing to do with Square Enix making a good business decision. It has everything to do with this. So remember this when it does definitely happen. And then the last piece of news is grindcore frogs. Alright, anyway. Today, I would like to play the game called Melting Pot. I can't remember when I bought this game, or how I found it, or why I bought it. I think it's like $2 on Steam right now. It has a very bad translation, supposedly. And I think that's a good reason to want to play it. Also, I feel like you should know, because there's no way for you to know from this screen, but this is... oh fuck. Hang on, I made it too big. Hang on, let me get rid of that. This is... wait, what the fuck? Oh, because I made this one too big. Hang on. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Let's just make this smaller. This is how big the window is. You can't make it bigger than this. So this is my point of view. That size window, but you get to look at it on a full screen. Even if it's not the eggs, I doubt Squeenix has the know-how to make good decisions. Every now and then they're allowed to make one good decision. It's not very often, but I feel like every year maybe they get to make one good decision, maybe two, if they're being good. So hopefully they'll use this year's good decision on a Drakengard remaster. I don't know if they've made any other good decisions this year. Well, I guess they made a good decision when they sent me that Ever Crisis care package. That was a cute thing. The one good decision is giving Yoshi P the boot. No, he's one of the only good ones there. He's one of the only good guys there. He gets to stay. The one good decision will either be making a Before Crisis remake or making a Drakengard remaster. I guess I should be a little more over here. I don't know if I'm gonna be covering any of the words. Also, do you want to hear how awful this sound is? It just goes right into my brain. So there's a PV for this. I haven't watched it yet. Let's see if this is any good. Oh, fuck! This by itself is worth my $2. Incubus! It seduced me all over again. I don't know what the native language to this game is. What's that? Oh yeah, I might need to make a sensor image for this game. I kind of want to download that song. What the hell was that? If they remaster it, I hope they don't change Leonard's story. Yeah, it would be cool if they remastered it and kept everything intact as it is supposed to be. Alright, let me see. What should I use to censor if I need to? What is this picture? Oh god. You know, this is a good one. This is a good one. We can use this. But it has to be big though, so it like covers everything. I don't know if I will need to use this, but from the pictures I saw on Steam, I might need to. I might need to use this. So we'll put this down here. We can keep this little spot open on the side here because, like, this is where text is gonna be. Said Pokemon dude Carrie. I know! She's just autoerotic asphyxiation. It's Mega Victory Bell. It's gonna be in the new Pokemon. I don't know why they made him look like that, but this will be a good sensor if I need to pop it up. I don't know if I'll need to though, because like this game has a category on Twitch, so surely it can't be that bad, but from some of the screenshots I saw on Steam, I think it might just be prudent to keep this up. You know, just keep him here in case I need him. You know? Can't show that on a Christian stream. Let's start her up. Wait. Alright, we're already off to a good start, look. It says start, but when you hover over it, state. Let's state it up. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Let me just see. Yeah, that'll be a perfect sensor. It is white ground that extends before my eyes. When I fell down, it was painful, it was cold, but I have felt nothing as time passes. Is it paralyzed, or has frostbite been caused? Thinking so was also troublesome, Mizuki thought. This country. 4 seasons exist in Eiresu Kingdom. It has rainy season and early summer too. There are many tourists attracted by beautiful towns that do not change for a long time. To have a large country, it is possible for self-sufficiency. It is the large country which is relied on by other countries. Because of there is military force too. Death may be good if I die. Death may be good if I die. It is sad to leave parents and foster parent. How many years have passed? Work by myself, prepare meals by myself, spend every day with no aim, no dream, no future prospect. It was more painful than I thought. Off to a very good start. All of the Steam reviews just said that the translation is really bad, and that made me very excited to play it. I think I might be able to beat this in one sitting, but we'll see. I'm hoping it's not super long. Even if it was poor, suicidal wish would not have happened if I am happy. Though I thought about such things, it is useless. Black appears near my eyes incidentally. They are elegant black leather shoes. Never have such a splendid thing, if it is not a noble family. Fell? Someone's voice. It is a man. Or froze to death. Somebody mutters, impudently. There was not enough energy to identify the face. It is likely a guy of the slum, everyone thought. How should do to move the lip getting cold completely from the umbrella? Whether thin skin ruptured, I tasted a little blood's smell. The guy like you does not shake one voice in this snow. I might die soon. Though rich-poor gap is existing so much, what are the kingdom doing? If I say I am a prince, I will hit you if you are fine. It cannot understand whether he really laughed or not, though. I am a prince. The man still says impudently. I thought that it was a surprising self-introduction. If it is, Mizuki will say impudently too. I died at any rate. Even if a prince, he cannot judge a Mizuki if he died. As I say, because I cannot hit you, I do it. The Imperial family does not know anything about the slum. You are a child who is born in the slum. Whether you are raised in the slum or are sold to Shulkan, a place where there are many noble, beautiful women, you are a man. You can move a country just to warm the buttocks-en throne. Though it is respected by outside country, as we can see, the kingdom does nothing. Everything becomes black before your eyes. I intended to talk. Oh shit, I the reader am also passing out. But did not know whether it reached the person who introduces oneself the prince. In the first place, will there be the person giving a prince really there? The consciousness of Mizuki completely came off in darkness before long. I'm blind. The light coming in through the windows shoots Mizuki's eyes. Bang bang. Mizuki rubbed eyes and got up since it groaned a little. Oh my god. I don't know why his face is just enough to make me laugh. It is the room not known by sight, simple but noble clothes not accustomed to put on. It's giving prince. I did the nails pose in real life as though you could see it. A bandage was rolled hard round the hand. It has a sense similar in the foot, though it doesn't see. The bandage withers in the hand, and Kitsu turns over, and was withering. Kan. It has a sense similar in the foot, though it doesn't see. What? Ah, woke up. Whoa. Why is her neck so thin? She got a bobblehead ass. Be treated. Be exchanged clothes. Where am I? It was a girl who had entered. She is wearing maid clothes, which are disproportionate to a childish figure. Is she serving in such place? Oh, girl, she is serving. She is serving. Let me save. Oh god. Yeah, okay, we saved it. My name is Natsumi. I am working in the royal palace. Oh, fuck. It was not a girl, but it seems a boy somehow? Oh. It seems to be the royal palace here, incidentally. Did yesterday's prince help me? Yes, he did. What the fuck? What? What is this clip art ass background? Natsumi laughed innocently and offered Mizuki a plate. You know, it's funny, we just finished playing Dragon's Dogma 2. We're already playing another game with beautiful looking food. That's crazy. There were a roast of meat, thought to be cock! There were a roast of meat, thought to be cock, and the soup, which was so yellow that it almost orange on the plate. It smelled like the pumpkin. The bread was baked plumply. Would you like some oranges? Because you must be hungry, this menu. Don't mind if you cannot eat such things. Because I'll make you things which are more kind to stomach. The plate was put on the knee. The smell that had not been smelt before tickled nose. Mizuki felt a sense that appetite aroused for the first time. Though the roast of chicken has a firm body, it was so soft that it was able to easily chew. Stop thinking about cock. Look, you know none of us here can stop thinking about cock. Mizuki stuffed mouth with bread and ate it up immediately. Pumpkin soup was so sweet and just warm to soak into the body. Even in the room, it is very cold without heating. I became glad for some reason, such that the wick of the body was tickled. I have ever eaten orange so many times, but eating so sweet oranges without bitterness was the first time. I became slightly annoyed when I thought whether this was a special privilege of the Imperial family. It's an intrusive thought at this point. It's a perpetual thought. Mizuki received tea given timely. I did not know a lot about tea, but it smelled good. You seemed to get well. It was an unknown man entering the room. However, I am familiar with the voice. It is the man who talked right before I lost consciousness. He has a noble body. The clothes were simple but not cheap. The person who I saw, only his feet, seemed to be really a prince. Why did you save me? Oh, this is a normal line. I don't feel like I'm having a stroke reading that line. A cheap viewer's bot? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fucking goddamn hell out of here. We need expensive viewers here, because we're at the Royal Palace. Though you were saved, is there no etiquette? Wanting to be saved is not being saved at all. I mean, it is worst for the Imperial family to leave the nation seem to die. It is your duty to save, isn't it? Well, you have a regular general knowledge, don't you? Prince looks Mizuki as if he criticizes her. She is covered by blanket from head to toe. There is uncomfortable, and she refuses eye contact to the prince. It does not have any problem. What do you think? I think so too. I don't have any complaining about her looks. When she used to it, she may be possible to entertain guests. Prince and Natsumi have a talk. Not as if, hey, criticize her, but they were really criticizing her. Yeah, we're high maintenance. We need a high maintenance viewers in here, girl. What are you talking about? I give you a job. I don't want you to run down about royal family. I think royal families are the position that they got run down. So, what do you mean, the job? I want you to do the same job as Natsumi. Maid? No. This is just I am wearing my mom's used one. Doesn't it look good? At least, the position is a houseboy. Yes, I'm not saying this to flatter you, but it looks good on you. Oh, fuck. We're we're streamers. We're Costco. We're cock streamers. Of course we enjoy roasted cock. The position which Mizuki will be is not a maid, but a houseboy. He knew that, but he was very relieved. I'm sorry, servant, but a servant will do it. It's good. The prince said and walked out of the room. And, although he got angry a little, Natsumi calmed down and asked, "What should I do?" "You should take a rest all day today, but you are fine. I can teach you how to clean and guide you to the royal palace." The needle pointed at 11 a.m. when Mizuki watched a clock. It was bright outside the window and the birds were singing. It's 11 a.m. It is not familiar to Mizuki's character to waste half day of today in this room. Because I am no longer tired, I want you to guide. I want to become accustomed to work early also. I know. Oh, you may go out as this appearance because the clothes are something like uniform of the manservant. The prince intended to make Mizuki a manservant, didn't he? Whoa. This is so detailed. It's like, between this and this fucking translation, I can feel my eyes wanting to like start just going off in different directions. Seeing from the outside, the royal palace was rather big, but the inside was different. The king and Oji have a sanctum and office, respectively. The empress has a clothing room apart from the closet at the room. It is a maid's job to dress up, majesty, but teach for case something happens. Natsumi, who is this person? I got stopped by a woman in midlife wear the same clothes as Natsumi when she passed by me. The person means Mizuki, and the woman gives someone the hairy eyeball. What could this possibly mean? He went almost atrophic. Make he can just barely confront someone in woman with jerk upright. I am the manservant who's supposed to lived in from tomorrow. I am, Dogberry. Oh, I'm Mayumi, who a maid of the royal palace. I just suffer from a shortage of workers. You have work on the study starting tomorrow. Alright, I'm looking forward to doing business with you. Natsumi, what's today's work? It's clean down with give Mizuki a tour. Right, every effort should be made to keep a close check. Ugh. Dynamite. What? Be careful because she is moody and devil. Alright. I mean, she is midlife after all. When at the end of tour of inspection with clean down in the royal palace, red clouds, Mizuki is not short on physical strength. Mizuki give a sigh. And we're having a party today in the stateroom. Party? Yeah, it's about to begin. There's a rumor that says, be short on staff, help houseboy too, and maid captain sayed it. So Mizuki is good. I think that he can serve a drinks. Alright, I would do it. However, nothing's wrong with exterior. Foreigner's guest will come. Do you think Prince take a liquor by houseboy of old man? It's not me surprising that Bonnie thing is good, but I think no agreeable that to humans. But this is work. Mizuki's will for less than its errant and disregard. Alright. However, tell me the way to react. Sure. It seems that stateroom is the widest room in a royal palace. The room has many people and dancing center room. Talk with drinking wine. Oh, okay. Don't mind if I do. It's cider, but you know, that's close enough. Cheers, boys! The old lady and old man was wearing a bright native costume. Oh, fuck. It's a liquor, if you prefer take it. She is still young, but holds forth to girl with be gorgeously dressed. The girl received the glass with a smile, who liked child. What the fuck? Can we kick her out? What? Maybe toddler-aged girl is Marquis State of Earldom's daughter. Did we just give a toddler wine? He look older than Mizuki, who cool girl in the glaring world. That's what we call a difference in upbringing. He keep back a sigh and recommend a require to new gent. Minutes later, we heard songs. Maybe Royal Palace has a singer. At the very beginning, I'm not even notice. But before long, the stateroom went quiet at the other end. I'm so used to the translation being jank, I'm like jankifying it when it's actually correct. That's fucked up. After a while, the only sound that could be heard was the singing voice. Oh shit. The transparent and gentle singing voice is heard wide room. Singer is a man. He shut one's eyes and look someone. He totally gave mind to this song. After the song was over, the man lowered his head. A storm of applause emerged in the hall. Mizuki would also do the same thing if she did not held the cult on which was put liquor. Hiragi's song is great as usual, Natsumi said with admiration. Mizuki, that was overwhelmed, was able to say nothing. I think I'm Mizuki. I think I've learned that. Both work quickly without idling away. The voice that groaning lowly crawled Mizuki's ear. She was amazed, then answered yes. When the party ended, maids and manservants put away altogether. Oh, fuck. The work of the first day finally ended. Mizuki finally sighed when there was only her in the allocated room. She thought it was happy to work, though it was hard work. I don't know why I keep saying she, I'm pretty sure I'm a boy. Try your best and work hard. Mizuki got into the bed and closed her eyes while thinking so. The sense of incompatibility just a hair passed through her thought, but her consciousness came off in darkness without minding it. Whoa, cool transition. That's where my $2 went. Mizuki heard someone's voice. She was not able to understand what he said at all. Quiet you, without thinking, gather. Mizuki, I'm called. Who? Crash a home in morning, aberrant behavior. Mizuki. At the moment of waking, he remembered that become houseboy on the royal palace and yesterday. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell the get-up time yesterday. No, thanks. I has never thereof, but put a good face on it with don't take out one's frustration on Natsumi. Yeah, I'm not a maid. They made sure to distinctly specify that I am not. I was dying in the street and this prince took me in, and I'm not going to be a maid, I'm going to be a houseboy. This is also a houseboy, in case you were confused. He rubbed the sleep from one's eyes and stretched out one's arm. He stared out the darkened window. Houseboy has got to be at work early in winter. After change, come in ground floor refectory. I'll bring in everyone before Freak Fest. In addition to the case of Mizuki and Natsume, I don't know, man. Live-in houseboy is total 3. But they don't feel loneliness due to the talk of all people and fun as noise. What? The jujube becomes calmly by the calling in such a noisy room. All the members saw a Dogberry. What in the fucking goddamn could Dogberry be? Ah, I'm Mizuki, living in from yesterday. I am gazed at by more than one human being, and I am perplexed. However, because all the members returned of the authorities, such as nice to meet you, well, immediately, the thread of the tension of the Dogberry loosened immediately. Who the fuck? I am Fu. Okay. Hagi. Nemu. Nice to meet you. After the self-introduction ended, the breakfast began. The prince is the attitude which is severe on all the members. Clean a room when there is not a prince. The work the morning is cold with it, of the slow time is good, because there are many fallen leaves in the clean of the court. Dingleberry. I don't think he's just walking around with a dingleberry. The song of the time when Hiragi is staying in the room is good the time to clean the room of Hiragi. Can listen, and the talking is pleasant. So, where houseboy live in? They have a house? That eye of there is a house which Slay, what? Returns to. Paid in the rent became planted unpleasantly, not, however. Because the house was far about me and of the person where there is a family settles down out of the palace. The lodgings are a feeling. I am this age, but am a single life. Two of the Dogberry, however, why here? Much younger than us? The, fruit is, with the origin at me, ghetto area. Really? I too become a manservant with a connection because the mother of I too became a maid Luckwell. I laugh without all the members. The worry, the Dogberry was relieved secretly. There are many persons who dislike ghetto area by the hair and the commoner too. I had shouted that it didn't touch too. It is the thing to be glad about that cannot change a attitude, even if it says the origin at ghetto area. If thinking that there was not some eating gold coin too in snow that fell, and that it died, OG picked up. Oh, that OG picked up? Not believed. When first OG shouldered the Dogberry and I too returned, I thought it does something. My love language is eating gold coin. Mine is eating gold coin and almost dying in the cold on the street in the ghetto. Going to make ghetto area on what? He used to say do something with dens of misery. Uh-huh. Oh. Has Mizuki told to maid captain? Ah, yes. He said with knitted brows, what's the person? Natsumi said with does a takeoff on Mayumi. The table boiled. That person is scary. There are millions of bullied maiden left. Not only maid, houseboy too. The kitchen is good. The motto with chef is kindly, severely. Be careful. And okay if saying sarcasm only or you are the last if resisting. Other Natsumi, there seems to be crowds of persons who don't think of housemaid captain well. No mark, no mark. At heart repeating, and Natsumi said to Mizuki with hangout. So Mizuki, when it is time to eat, you have to bring meals to the workroom of the prince and Mr. Hiragi's room first. Moreover, make the courtyard cleaned. You can choose thing to do with first because they are the same after all, even different in turn. It is good to try doing what we taught you, isn't it? Oh shit. Okay, so I guess these are probably my options then, huh? Prince, is the poet the singer? And then a third option? Would that be Incubus we saw in the PV? I don't really like the singer. Would you guys rather we go to the prince? The mean prince? Or would you rather see who is fucking around in the courtyard? I have no idea who could possibly be in there. You in the dirt? You want to see the courtyard? Let's go see who's out there digging up they worms. Let's go to the ward. I think that it is not in the fallen leaf because of winter. In other words, I think that it is the easiest route. It is the most difficult, but we get it done smartly. As a result, we headed for the court immediately after finishing eating breakfast. I should save my game. I think these backgrounds rendered in 3D. A court at the palace is arranged by the gardener of belonging exclusively, and the disorder of one branch too isn't seen. I didn't notice the sense of incongruity which is born in persons arranging of the pruning when living at ghetto area. I have worked as a part-timer. I regard as the simple work to arrange vegetation only in the sweetness, and I have failed big. That's professional. Very beautiful. There is not a meaning that the mere part-time job can win a profession. I understand thoroughly, but I thought so naturally. It's a vast country. There is a flower bed of the brick making there with the sward in the limit to survey. The various rows of the color blooms at the flower bed, and the butterfly and the bee are flitting about in the meanwhile. However, the leaf and the branch which came out when the gardener pruned were left and made a view spoiling. While gathering them with a broom, Natsumi vomits a sigh. Vomits a sigh? Old Sakwana is scattered. Is this really good? Mizuki had a broom and entered the war. What? Gardening is a war, damn, that's hardcore. The leaf which was twined round the sward boils a dustpan and isn't included. I have come off to the sward when the power sweeps up to the full. Vomits a sigh and goes to war. Yeah, damn, this little fucking houseboy is intense. While struggling, as for dustpan boiling, the sward, too, entered in the several. It seems that it is making a business trip to the palace in the foreign country, too, when the young, in being first of the country, his hand. This is a boy, yeah, I'm pretty sure. This said houseboy. The thing is, to understand of seeing this garden. He is 80 years old already. I think that I become irresponsible if live long. As for housemaid captain, the head doesn't rise to him. Do I have the person who can defeat housemaid captain in this world? He's my only choice. Oh, which is in the opposite side too. That side, I tidy. That side about terrible. Well, Mizuki is over there. I'm that. Got it. After ascertaining the place where Natsumi heads for the fountain, Mizuki begins to walk to the flower bed. There are, as the rose is exposed to the light, much few numbers of the trees. However, the leaf and the branch which was cut, being always artificial, were falling to the root of the trees which are few in the number. In such a place, as for not being careful, and so on, housemaid captain is how... The... leg? Whoa. The young man sat there. I left a body with the tree, and it seemed that it was sleeping. However, it sees this young man is not a person at the palace. Of the person in this country, however, rather, it seemed that it was not. I'm gonna fucking vomit out his name. The dress is doing the form, which doesn't have to... The dress is doing the form, which doesn't have to have seen. The color of the hair, too, was very distant from the characteristic of this country. Of doing... being... How did to have to come from where go? The distrust sense and a little curiosity filled the feelings of Mizuki. What the fuck? He's like... He looks like bootleg Mugen from Samurai Champloo. I became cold as the heart of the moment. The dogberry froze and was stuck. At the pupil of the young man who seems to have been waking up, I am gazed at, and the body doesn't move. He looks like the MC of Steins Gate. I still have to play that game. I've never played it, and I've never watched the anime. I want to play the game before I watch the anime. I drew, and there was not such one. It boiled in the money, trying and seemed to encounter. A heart is fastened up by the choking, as if to stop to the neck. Will I not die as this? However, in only consideration's coldness, wildly, I thought of such a thing. Young man is gazing at the dogberry, only about his not doing what, too. Mizuki. The power of the body of the dogberry got away from the dogberry in the visual axis of the young man when coming. I am flurried, and I rise, and I run to the origin of the Natsumi. When looking toward, the young man didn't chase. I am looking at the back of the running dogberry only, and I am not in the lighting up to let's stand up. Being how, changing such a blood aspect, the insect that, is large appeared and was surprised. We get the insect, well, if I clean up in, to be a boy. No, no, no! Therefore, in, ending already the clean itself, I am okay. I see, it's horrible, because there is an insect in the beautifully palace. Only if it is the fact that Earth is good? I know. While saying so, two headed for office in Prince. To think that there are not a short while ago a person, encroachment, beginning Ares' person about. Mizuki, watch out! What? Whoa! What are you doing? I'm sorry. The window warped and became that it seemed that it fell from the stepladder. Take it easy, Mizuki. The immediateness shook. What's happened? Odd from a short while ago. Doesn't the body become good yet? No, did a little thinking about, in fact, center on the work. Oh, which cannot be simply rejoined because I am a sound argument. Mizuki? Buh? Mizuki? Heh, I am what? Being how from a short while ago, are you still in bad condition? It was possible to have heard as the doing of no something worries. Oh, sharp. I am anxious for ghetto area because I was caring for the young children. Oh, well, because you came without returning to ghetto area. I like that Hiragi care of on something. How am I if returning in the once? Heh. If you have something on your chest. Yeah, but no time. How's that look? Houseboy isn't prohibited in the going out if being after the work ends. Yeah, if you become a feeling, I think that I had better go. Not to be thinks that there is a person who is troubled with the cause in Mizuki. Well, so I go to the evening. Which object do was absolutely noticed by Hiragi. I'm gonna have a stroke playing this game. After all, Mizuki decided to go, really. Not ghetto area, it's court. I bear and I walk, not to be timidly found out to the other human being at the flower bed of the rose. The young man still sat in the root of the tree and was sleeping. There seems to not be a rather vim than the time to have seen in the daytime. I put... They just left... I guess no one else noticed him there. The young man opened a few eyes, just a few of his eyes, and saw Mizuki. It seems that it lives. Can you stand? The young man is speechless and rises slowly. The young man, too, followed silently, in case of pulling the arm of the young man speechlessly, and Mizuki's beginning to walk. silently without changing one complexion. Do I understand this situation, or am I following only because I don't understand oppositely? Mizuki could not understand. Silent. Tentatively, there was advice, but the young man doesn't try to still open a mouth. However, suddenly in the arm I was pulled, and Mizuki was surprised it became that it seemed it raised voice to the young man. In the mouth, I am covered with the hand, and the heart pulses as much as being painful from behind the young man. Is he gonna fuck me? Maid leader. Good timing. Prince, what's the big hurry? Something happened? Maid leader and Hiragi seem to have been, and moreover to have been, the place where Prince came at the end of the corner. When beating the hand of the young man lightly, the young man separated a hand from the mouth. The news came from Luna Maria. Not Luna Maria! Oh, mamma mia! From Holy Luna Maria? Yes. Hearing that the trouble generated me during Devil Purge, and that devil ran away. Oh, is this an actual incubus? That is a very scary. Does the realm have the devil? I don't know. Only I splashed and I left for this point of the compass. Be carefully. Telling to the person of the jackal. Thanks. Do the people know this? The soldiers of Luna Maria, which chased a devil, seem to have fetched in the village of the Lean. Oh fuck. They have a whole village just for Lean. This kingdom seems to be pretty good. Oh shit! That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. It is necessary to inform in time, but now I cause confusion only. Saying tomorrow that it releases, being formal, that a father is made. I thought surely, Mizuki sees a young man. The young man was seeing Mizuki in the state to have been stunned. Surely. The room could be brought a young man without being found out to anyone, because houseboys is the time which is eating dinner. Show a left foot. You protected and were walking. The young man takes off shoes silently and rolls up clothing. The scratch with the burn was spreading to the ankle, being looked painful, and Mizuki contorted a face. The young man was deadpan to have assumed this flaw. While taking out antiseptic solution and a patch from the beforehand brought first aid kit, Mizuki vomits a sigh. Blech! Ow. When painting antiseptic solution a hurt, the young man distorted a face. Endure. In front of, I care why, in Anju. The name of you, oh, you chattered, is a Anju. Not being it answer of the question. I am treating to care only. It is possible to be frightened by the ordinary human being of, well, to be killed got to seem yesterday too. Oh, you a devil? Anju is a devil. What the fuck? Devil. You seem to be a devil and are not. Are you a devil? Aren't you surprised? Because the devil of surprised in the plainness, and so on, saw being the first time. Doesn't become clear. Heh? Will inconvenience. Are you a devil, really? Yet it isn't possible to say the front by one, but Anju is a devil. I say so, and Anju looks down. Mizuki was not particular about him being full-fledged and such. Mizuki is just a human after all. What is there for Mizuki to possibly ask for? He has just met this devil, Enju.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared? Because he's a devil?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Are you not in love?
I'm scared.
He just wanted to ask a question because Enju surely did not seem much like a devil. Never mind. It's not like I can just leave you alone here, devil or not. Mizuki was concerned about him not because the devil might be harmed by others, but it was more like he did not have any reason not to help Enju, though Mizuki saw slight similarities between Enju and his buddies and all the children from the slum. Is that fucking Mugen? That's what I'm thinking. This is bootleg Mugen. He's a devil, but not though. He is a devil despite not. I know, but who can say? Who can say really? What will happen if someone finds out Mizuki has been harboring a devil? Mizuki has made countless sacrifices for others. There were times he wondered how he survived all the ordeals. Mizuki was not resistant or afraid of harboring Enju. Friendship, thank you for your bones. Thanks for them bones. How many do we need now? 88%! Goddamn. Goddamn, my man. Devil bones cried, baby. Oh shit, yeah, kind of. If Enju was more like a real devil, then maybe it would have been different. Do you want something to eat? Maybe I can bring some fruits here for you. I don't really eat anything solid. Do you eat cum? I see. How about water? Devils can survive for at least a month with just one soul of a rabbit. For us, eating human food is just like humans smoking and drinking. Okay. Does it mean they are luxuries? I don't really get it. Anyway, I'm going to bed for today. How about you? It's dangerous if you get out of this room. I understand that. Replying so, Enju sits in the corner of the room. Mizuki thought Enju should sit on the chair, but he decided not to say anything and snuggled under the blanket. Oh shit, we got an ad. Oh, there's an ad going on right now. I didn't even notice. Oh? Oh, I thought something sexy was gonna happen. I gotta save. I'll save here. Listen, do not get out of this room. What will happen if someone sees him? Whatever happens before and in between, what awaits Enju is either death or a life as a fugitive. Humans don't need food either, just one cigarette and a tall boy and they're good, you know? On a good day? Yeah. You don't need that much. Enju understands that more than enough. Enju nods without making a face. It's like, this motherfucker is like, we found a stray cat and we're hiding him in our room, but instead of a stray cat, it's just a human half-naked man. Who may or may not be the devil. When Mizuki goes down to pick up his breakfast, all the stay-in servants are already there. I'm freed. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even notice one was happening. You didn't miss anything though, nothing sexy happened. Good morning, Mizuki-kun. Good morning. Hey, what's happened to you? Why? I heard you made a mess yesterday. Anyways, when were you coming back? Haha, I came back to my room until midnight. Mizuki never say that he has been staying in this room all last night, and laughs at himself. Well, by the way, I have to say something to you all. I wait for you. What's about? You know, a devil escaped from the Holy Luna Maria Empire yesterday, and seemed to have flown towards this way. I wonder if that one choice that we made to go to the courtyard, I wonder if that's the one choice we make to, like, pick our route. I didn't know if, like, it would have us go through each of the 3 things to get to know each of the boys. Or if it's just gonna be one of those types of games where it's just like, alright, pick which one you want to fuck, and this is the one you're gonna be with for the rest of the game, which I'm honestly okay with. Keep it simple. Yeah, we get the dirt man. That's fine. Devil, huh? I don't find it real, because I've never seen one. Maybe his mouth is slit open to the ears? Oh, that'd be scary. Haha, heck no. Huh? Has Mizuki seen devils before? Of course not. I think the ones with their mouths slit open to the ears are monstrous creatures, not devils. Who knows? Those monstrous creatures might be the same. Really not. Anyway, if you see that weird guy again, don't start any trouble. Just report him straight away. I've forgotten all about that. Good, good. Okay, let's get to work. I'm actually off today, though. I'm exhausted because of that weird guy. Bear with me. Well, you can take a day off, but if you do, you'll have twice as much work to do tomorrow, lol. Yeah, Cheap Mugen ex fucking Akira from Devilman Crybaby Root. They fucked and had a child, and that's what the man in our bedroom is. Shit, okay, I got it. Okay, good. And Mizuki, could you go shopping sometime this morning? Shopping? Only breakfasts are prepared by the kitchen chefs. As for lunch and dinner, it's 500 elix per day per person. 500 elix per person? That's more than enough, I think. The balance will be ours. That's why it's important how much people in charge of grocery shopping can beat down the prices of stuff when they go shopping. Here, meal fees collected from all the servants. Grocery shopper is the one to think of the menu. Can you do that? How about cooking? In the slum, it's rather hard to get some pure water. There's no aquatic environment either. Alright then, I will think of the menu and ingredients. I will also teach you how to cook when you return. At 8 o'clock, fellows from the kitchen will leave for the village of Lean. They will use a carriage, so ride in the carriage with them. Okay, got it! Mizuki received a list of ingredients Natsumi prepared, and a jute bag full of silver coins, and goes out. A young man, seems like a trainee chef, at the carriage shop, a stop asks Mizuki to hop on, so Mizuki gets into the carriage. It's still pretty much early, but off we go! A man talks to the driver briefly before he sits next to Mizuki. A while later, the carriage starts moving slowly. The village of Lane is right between the kingdom and the coast, and it is one village with a rich supply as they are engaged in both fishery and agricultural farming. Not only people from the palace, but also people from the palace town and palace-owned towns come to shop in this village, so the village is always lively, though it is small. Alright then, get back here at 10 o'clock, yeah? 10 o'clock. We'll be here for such long hours? For you, it is only ingredients for today's lunch and dinner, but for servants that you need to buy. But I will have to prepare meals for king and other national guests.
I see.
Understood. Mizuki visits the vegetable shop first. Vegetables are rather light, and the freshness of the fish will be lost if he buys them first. That is what Fu taught Mizuki. Aunt, 10 cucumbers and 5 tomatoes, please. Make them cheap. Oh my, you are one of the servants from the palace, aren't you? Yes, I am. You are kind of different from Natsumi-chan, but you are one cute boy for sure. Will you come again? Of course. Okay then, I will give you a discount. I got ingredients needed from this vegetable seller at a 30% discount. Mizuki feels it was pretty easy getting a discount, and it was just when he was about to go out of the shop. A lady who comes into the shop just as Mizuki has left starts speaking to the vegetable seller in a high-pitched voice. Hey, did you hear? Something happened? A devil has flown to this area, I heard. Mizuki, in spite of himself, stops walking and strains his ears to hear them. Ah, that has been creating commotion from yesterday. Who will attack this kind of old... Who'll attack this kind of old woman anyway? Not that old, just kind of old, you know. They say this devil attacks whoever, men and women of all ages, takes lives out of them and leaves. Oh, it's one very promiscuous devil, huh? It seems it's usually in disguise as a young man, but a soldier who has followed the devil all the way from Luna Maria said the devil's true colors are truly fearful. I wouldn't mind being attacked by a young man. How on earth can you say such a thing in this situation? I don't understand how sometimes the translation for this is fine and sometimes I genuinely feel like I'm having a stroke. Wherever you go in this village, people are talking about this devil, Enju. It makes humans have devil babies and brings deaths to them. Damn, how many deaths? If the person is of the same sex, it eats the person inside out, from the head to the bones. Oh my god. It keeps its bones green by eating human souls. Hearing these rumors, to be frank, Mizuki feels disinclined to return to the servant's house. No one knows if the devil brings deaths to humans, eats humans, or just takes souls out of humans. These rumors are various and contradictory, but they were enough to make people think, we don't want any of that. But the time to return has come. When Mizuki arrives in front of the carriage, the trainee chef was already standing there. What's going down? You don't seem well. Well, I heard about the devil and,
Who are you?
I hear you are good if you have a talisman, but I know talismans are expensive. Well, we're a talisman. We're okay. Mizuki was envious of this man to be laughing about the matter lightheartedly. When Mizuki returns, he will see the devil itself in his room. If this young man knew this exact situation, would he be able to laugh still? Mizuki nervously opens the door and looks around the room. Oh my god, you hear that? Right then, Mizuki's eyes met Enju's. Enju, who was planting himself on the bed. Suspiciously, Enju tilts his head. Mizuki resigns and enters the room. Then Mizuki feels this sense of difference in the room at once and stops in the middle of the room. Even though he is a servant of the royal palace, a living place of a servant can't be like the royal palace. It is just a little better than the slum, but its structure is no different from normal houses. The room's ceiling in the corner of the room had lots of dust, maybe because no one had ever lived in this room before Mizuki started living here. He was thinking of cleaning the room when he would have had a day off, but the room is now cleared of dust. Even the clouded windows have been polished to an amazingly clear look. I don't know, but has the room got cleaned up? Is this Seduce Me 3? Yeah, it's the Seduce Me 3, the bonus hidden story that only the coolest people get access to. Enju casts his face aside. It is pretty obvious Enju did it. Is this to thank Mizuki for helping Enju? Thanks. Perhaps Enju decided to change the room to what he feels more comfortable with, but Mizuki was really thankful. By the way, I heard in the village about a devil. Like, it makes humans have devil babies and brings deaths to them? And if the person is of the same sex, it eats the person inside out from the head to the bones. Also, it keeps its bones green by eating human souls. Enju, do you do that sort of things too? Enju keeps his silence. Mizuki looks into Enju's face, worrying a bit. He might have angered Enju. But Enju just embarrassingly glares at the floor. Enju can't do those things. You can't? Many say Enju is half a man. Enju can't attack humans well. Bones and organs are bad-tasting stuff, so I hate them. I can't take souls away from humans well, so I can't disagree with what they say about me. I miss them. I missed it. He's impotent. Oh, fuck. Send him back. We'll go for the prince instead. I understood about bones and organs being bad-tasting. Perhaps I should think it's a technical matter that doesn't allow you to take away human souls properly. But what about you not being able to attack humans well? Humans run away at once when they see devils. Obviously. Even if they are caught, they make violent moves. Of course. I don't understand why I must attack them even so. It's not like you can't attack them. It's more like you don't feel like. Humans are full of bones and organs. If I have to remove them one by one, then I'd rather eat cow's meat. It's faster that way. Don't give me an excuse like little kids do with fish. I can't disagree. Okay then, what can Enju do now? Hesitating a bit, Enju glares at a broom that is leaning against the wall. Then the broom starts moving on its own, making circular motions in the air. Oh god. Something like telekinesis or psychokinesis, huh? But if you ask me, I don't know if this can be called the power of devils. Enju keeps quiet and brings his head low. He must be concerned about half a man part. Even devils have worries, huh? Devils live much longer than us humans. I'm sure you'll be able to do something devilish soon. Can you help me? Nope, I don't want to die just yet. When Mizuki gives a wry smile, Enju gives a little smile too. Aw. He's gonna kill me someday. I hope so. I hope so. I hope he sucks me dry! I'm gonna save my game. Boop. Mizuki-kun! I'm giving up now. Ugh. The moment Mizuki got up with Natsumi's voice and a knock on the door, Mizuki became rigid and hid bed. He became rigid and hid bed. We can't kissing in here. I don't know if any of us are going to be. Hopefully us. Because Enju's face was right in front of his very eyes. Enju heard Mizuki's voice closely, but he does not seem to get up. Enju said he was sitting in the corner of the room yesterday without sleeping, so he must have been in a deep sleep. Come on down when you get changed, yeah? Alright, I'll be right there. Hurry, okay? Hearing Natsumi's footsteps fading away, Mizuki sighed deeply. 2 men in one single bed. Mizuki wonders how they managed to stay in the bed without falling. Did they not proofread this at all? Obviously not. After getting changed, Mizuki quickly went to the canteen on the first floor. Such a good weather today. I think I'm going to wash all the clothes. Washing clothes? ChatGPT said it was flawless. No, this game is old. This game was before all of that. It's funny though, the dev said this is not machine translated, but I have doubts about that. Don't you have some winter clothes you no longer wear? Some thick jackets and sort? Well, I don't wear my casual clothes often anyway, but why today? If I make some tasks in the morning, I will not have to help with the preparation of the 30th wedding anniversary party of King and Queen, at least for that period of time. Hey you Hagi-san, I didn't say it was like that. Washing clothes is important, right? Yeah. It's surely important. We should wash clothes gladly.
Whoa.
Is this a Fujo game? No, this is a gay game. This is a yaoi game. This is yaoi. Well, yeah, I guess that would make it Fujo, huh? It's not an otome game. It's just straight up gay. When you're gay and also have multiple strokes, this is what it's like. Same here. Are they sure? Here we go. Mizuki rests the basket filled with half-dried clothes on the ground and gives out a long breath. This is the first batch of clothes. It's only the beginning. In fact, Natsumi and the others have started washing bathing towels and beddings together with their winter clothes. Now there is no end to it. Is the endless washing still easier than preparing for the party? Thinking about that, Mizuki shakes Natsumi's apron that was laid on top of the lot. Mizuki tried to squeeze excess water, but some drops of water still fell on the ground. Is anyone there? Hearing someone's voice, Mizuki turns around. Mizuki can't get this voice wrong, it's Hiragi's. What are you doing in this kind of place? I'm sorry, I've joyously walked to this place, so I did not get a hold of where this place could be. I was thinking this might be somewhere around the living area of you boys. It's the backyard of the servant's house. How did you manage to get in? I chased after the sound. You've come chasing after something? Yes. King asked me to teach him how to sing. I was on my way there with a simple music score, but then the wind took it away. Did I see put the Drakengard OST on Steam? I did, and I bought it the first day. Just so Square Enix knows that if they made a remaster, at least one stupid asshole would buy it, and that's me. So they should do it. For me specifically. You've come here just by hearing the sound of that paper? Also the wind direction, perhaps. Hiragi smiles with a little embarrassment. Honestly amazed at Hiragi, Mizuki looks around. Right then, Mizuki finds a paper that seems like a music score being caught in the branch of the tree. Ah, there it is. I'm going to get it for you. Can you do that for me? Thanks a lot. Mizuki easily climbs the tree. Mizuki used to gather nuts and pick fruits on the tree all the time, so he's a good tree climber. Good, I got it. Having the score in his hand, Mizuki gives out a small breath. Now all he has to do is go down. Just when he lets his leg go of the branch, it happens. The wind shook the tree and Mizuki's body, and Mizuki lost his balance. Oh! And another leg stepping on the trunk of the tree tripped. A sudden floating feeling and a heavy pressure of the gravity pulling his body towards the ground strikes Mizuki. Look at the background. They like warped it and made it upside down. That's soulful. His body gets chilled to the bone in one instance, and the brain has stopped moving. All Mizuki could do was look at the ground that was getting closer and closer in his sight. I'm going to fall. Such was his fear that Mizuki shut his eyes tightly so he could refuse to see the ground coming closer at him. Is the devil gonna make me float? The pain he was expecting did not strike him no matter how long he waited. Mizuki opens his eyes fearfully. Somehow, Mizuki's body was floating in the air, a little distance away from the ground. What's happening? Beginning to question himself, but with a start, Mizuki looks at the servant's house, Mizuki's room. Mizuki had an eye contact with Enju, who was beyond that window, and started giving out a very long breath. Mizuki-kun? Not getting the whole situation right, Hiragi asks Mizuki with his head tilted. No, it's nothing. Really? I heard something like a sound of you slipping down the tree. When I was coming down, I slipped a little, but it was already close to the ground, so I landed on the ground normally. Was it really so? Yes, it was! Pressing the music score against Hiragi as if to dodge the issue, Mizuki returns to the servant's house. Though blind. What? Wait, he's blind? Since when? Though blind, it seems Hiragi felt something was odd. Mizuki could dodge the issue. Oh, maybe blind to what was going on, not like blind in general. Mizuki could dodge the issue, but it would have been a difficult situation if it wasn't Hiragi. That was... Mr. Hiragi. Ah, Miss Maidmaster, how long have you been there? Only a moment ago. Mr. Hiragi, wasn't it? I felt something, but what did you see? Something unbelievable. Good God. After the day's work and dinner were done in the evening, Mizuki returned to the room, but Enju was lying flat on the bed and not moving. Enju? When Mizuki called Enju, only his face was turned to Mizuki. Oh, what's down with you? I am starving. That moment, Mizuki recalls what he heard in the village. If the person is of the same sex, it eats the person inside out, from the head to the bones. On the spur of the moment, Mizuki felt like running away, but once his eyes met Enju's eyes, Mizuki was not able to run away. Mizuki cannot bring to move his body. It was exactly like this when they first met. On any account, could this be Devil's power? Enju gets up from the bed and walks towards Mizuki. Mizuki wanted to run away, but his legs were not reacting to his wish. They were as if sewn to the floor. Whoa. You big. Enju grabs Mizuki's shoulders and pushed him against the wall. Muscles throughout the body are tensed. Mizuki stands still on the same spot, not being able to give out even a word of rejection. Mizuki is just like a doll now. Bitten gently by Enju on the ear, Mizuki's throat twitches. The more Mizuki tried to raise his voice, the more he felt like suffocating, as if his neck was being wringed. If the person is of the same sex, it eats the person inside out, from the head to the bones. What he heard in the village of Lean is replayed in Mizuki's brain with unpleasant echoes. Enju... I'll try not to make it painful. Being whispered into his ears, Mizuki stared at Enju with threatening eyes. Oh, fuck! Mizuki! Enju's lip put Mizuki's one. Is he tasting? While thinking such a stupid thing, something touched Mizuki's tongue suddenly. A soft thing having the round, damp surface plays with a tongue. Enju's tongue? Mizuki has known about Deep Kiss for sure. Without any asking, it was too sudden to understand. That was why it was confused, because he did not know what to do. It was the first experience for Mizuki, who has not ever kissed that is only putting lips each other. You want to kiss me? Deathwinder, thank you for your bonds. The way to revenge, to escape, and to take the initiative, Mizuki does not know anything. The brain that is hazed somehow fell into the situation that it could not think well, though, to figure out desperately. Captain Frankenstein, thank you for your bones. Bones up! It is not exaggeration if it is said that melt away. It is not exaggeration. Wait, if I lose the cool... It seemed to want the tongue of Enju more. Mr. Cow King and Toasted, thank you for your bones. You saw the Demon Slayer movie and cried? What's Demon Slayer? Do I know what that is? Oh yeah, that one. I haven't seen that show at all. I haven't seen a single damn episode of that show. How do I fill? You click on the bones thing next to the bits thing, and if you have any bones, you can dump them in for the roulette. Is it such a comfortable? Non-radical, thank you for your bones. It has not been recognized kissing as like a dream that doing between lovers or a wife and husband. Ha! The tongue of Enju was going out from Mizuki's mouth. The low passion that it was violated the mouth and was satisfied let a body flare up at a stretch. Yeah, what? A body rustles so as to get an illusion as if blood may boil and a hot sigh can leak from a mouth. Though this only still ran a fever, is gradually depths of Mizuki. Something which was not the internal organs has begun to ache. Oh, maybe it's an external organ is beginning to ache. I want him. Without understanding such a word is in his mind. It might has dropped from the mouth.
I'm scared.
Consciousness was about to become turbid, so that the hallucination could not be distinguished from reality, but stayed with the reason like left a fragment, practically somehow. Enju... Sorry. Enju can't secretion well yet. What the fuck? Secretion what? What the hell? It might be too strong for Mizuki. However, it's gonna be a light more for that. I wonder if it would be done by the kiss. The tongue could not round well, though, wanted to question. No. Though I do nothing, the body which is made to stand with a foot that a muscle was tense by force felt terrible tied. Though it hate, can't my eyes away from Enju. Will not it be restricted if I do not watch eyes at least? Don't see eyes. What? I will obey you. I will behave myself. Enju closed his eyes. Then strength came out of the whole body and Mizuki almost collapsed in the place. Enju hold and keep the body. Neither the willpower to resist nor the physical strength was left. Mizuki shook with the pain of the strain to be merely left to the whole body. The muscle which relaxed from strain at a stretch aches dully. Think that it is a transient muscular pain, but there is never that a whole body became the muscular pain. I was not able to bear it very much. Don't! What the fuck? And you hold up Mizuki and lay him on the bed. Are we fucking? You will eat me? Even though I'm hungry. Enju does not eat humans. I heard that. Only a soul and human uncooked meat are not the staple food of the devil. It is difficult to explain the difference of the devil and the human eating habits. Anyways, I will not do anything hurts you. Enju does not eat ass. Poo-poo comes from there. That is nasty. I have already refused you. The hand of Enju rolled the jacket and pat the breath. Though it was only touched a little and ached gradually. It was already debated the projection that became tough, and Mizuki suppresses a voice. Moreover, Enju came close to his face. A rough tongue licked a projection. Furthermore, it was rolled at the tip of the tongue and Mizuki bit a lip. Oh fuck. Which lip did he bite? Mizuki. Speaking is easy. To be whispered, and Mizuki waggle his head. Left is the room of Fu, and right is the room of Hagi. Even though there is a wall, it was hesitated to breathe hard. Okay. Oh shit! You know, they're just on the bed right now. They're just he fell down. He fell down just like how he fell down off the tree.
I'm scared.
Moo.
I'm scared.
Enju's finger gets into the panties and there. I have never imagined that I was done such a thing, even though I heard this kind of stories from brothers and sisters who sold themselves to a brothel. Suffer hardship to feel the inside, and Mizuki leans back. Enju's hand felt cold very much. Heat and numbness to be borne whenever being pushed the inside dissolve the brain of the dogwood indulgently. It does not be able to think well. A thought is not unified. Though it was not yet done something, it was terrible, and the body felt hot and demanded luxury. No. Would it be done anything long time ago? Who can say? This story might be kind of gay. What are you talking about? Bro fell down. He's just trying to make sure he's okay. Fell off the tree, too. He's a little lightheaded. He's very clumsy, this Mizuki. At a moment, push the certain place the conventional thought has vanished. The electric current which went through a body runs through a tiptoe from a brain only by an instant, and rules over all of Mizuki with sweet numbness. I want to be touched there. Moo? However, Enju take off the finger from inside Mizuki. I want you to make it better, though. Enju did the body of Mizuki on the stomach when thought of such a thing. I had kept a coattail away from the entrance unintentionally, but it was possible for the substitute because a face was buried among pillows. Enju covered Mizuki. It did not show the face, but some Mizuki were relieved to be patted to the head. To be patted the head, oh fuck. The head pats. I felt a thing without grounds when yearned only in it. Oh fuck. He fell down! Enju came into Mizuki, I am hot so that the inside is burnt! The brain which melted away and was paralyzed replaced, even a pain with pleasure, and shook the body of Mizuki. Feels good. I feel the existence of Enju whenever breathe. The breath of Enju which hung on the edge tickled. Will move. I say so, and Enju begins to move slowly. In the sense that it was totally penetrated to the inside, Mizuki strongly hugged a pillow. See, here's the thing, right? Yeah, I'm sure you can totally understand exactly what's happening just by listening to this description. If the inside of the arm was empty, this act seemed to have no meaning at all, and was fierce. It is rubbed when it is touched some time ago, and feels it to be strong, and Mizuki is big and can shiver. Enju felt here a while ago when I touched it. You like here? Pushed there up many times, so that a Enju confirmed, and became pure white in the head of Mizuki. What the hell? I will be crazy! All too soon, Mizuki has ended. Fa-ha-ha! As is expected, I keep a mouth away once, and I am deep and breathe tensely when I push a mouth to the pillow. Though I reached it, the body seems to continue still burning in passion without the outlet became the sigh and overflowed it. Wah! However, Enju has not stopped to move. Oh fuck, Enju has not stopped to move. It was rubbed when I was careless and Mizuki has leaked a voice. Enju? Inside of Mizuki, it's hot. Well, Enju is also hot. Fucking... fucking good. Too far. Brief second. Boop. The finger of Enju touched it. Rubbed the tip that already spills slaver on. Though I started it a while ago, I have already overflowed so much. Oh damn, they're like pouring cups and they're pouring drinks into cups and it's just overflowing. That's crazy. That's because they keep falling down on this bed. They shouldn't be pouring all these drinks on the bed. It's overflowing and going inside of them, the drinks, and then it just spills everywhere. That's crazy. These clumsy boys. Enju did something too. Cannot deny it. Then, Enju has stopped moving and covered Mizuki's mouth by one hand. Mizuki was surprised at a sudden thing, but felt the particularly extraordinary impatience that a caress had been confined to than it. I had headphones on, but I just realized I had this playing through my speakers as well. I mean, to be fair, even if you have anyone else in your living quarters, I sincerely doubt they'd fucking understand a single thing that was happening if you had this shit playing in your head, in your speakers. Hearing a voice from the outside of the door. So-and-so, I was scolded by the maidhead. It's unlucky. Fu and Hagi. I heard the sound that the door of the room of the next door houses on both sides opened and closed. All two of them seemed to have returned to the room. Two understood that nobody was here, and the Mizuki vomited breath greatly so far. I think they understood! No? They're having drinks on the bed! They fell down again, that's crazy! No! Then you moved, again. A voice has leaked when not blocked up the mouth. Mizuki beats the hand of Enju lightly, and it has taken off. And I waited until it and Enju has begun to move again when I kissed a pillow again. No, though it feels good, I cannot be satisfied. I want to. The advance of evening. Perhaps Mizuki took pleasure with pushing a mouth to the pillow, even if it was the first time. Even if it was the time when Fu and Hagi should have lain down. Though reached it over and over again, the heart is not satisfied. Rather felt even emptiness scraped off. No, they fell asleep because they spilled all their drinks. The consciousness of Mizuki completely comes off in darkness before long. Wasn't even able to have a sip. He just fell asleep. Their bed's gotta be so sticky because they spilled all their ciders on it. He had to work for the day with some agonizing pain. The whole body felt listless, and a dull pain was felt on the back. It was all because of what happened yesterday. Brothers who sold themselves to the brothel complained about the same unbearable pain when Mizuki met them after a long interval. Back then, Mizuki laughed it off and told them, "You have no stamina. But this, in fact, is no laughing matter." Mizuki, who was now so much older than those brothers back then, is now in this mess. Mizuki feels really happy to be done with the day's work. Having a pain. Having a pain. Sitting on the floor, Enju asks Mizuki. Maybe Enju asked Mizuki that because Mizuki went straight into the bed without getting changed from his servant's uniform. Of course, having done that kind of thing so much yesterday. Sorry. I couldn't ask you then, but what did you really do to me? I secreted a kind of aphrodisiac in my saliva. That's why it went into Mizuki's body when I kissed you, and so it made me fall into the condition as if I took aphrodisiacs, huh? By eating something out of human desires, it replaces eating human souls. My elder said this is a kind of function for that sort of purpose. It sounds very mechanical when you say function. But please don't you ever try that again. My back seriously hurts. Why does his back hurt? Did he fall dead? Did he slip and fall because of all the drinks that were being spilled? It was slippery on the floor? That must be it. That must be what happened. Sorry. Never mind. If you tell me in advance, I can perhaps help you with... Just about then, a cup filled with water floats before Mizuki's eyes rather steadily. Thanks. When Mizuki got the cup, Enju moves his face away. Mizuki looks where Enju is looking. It seems Enju is looking out of the window. Maybe he wants to go out. But it's not a good time to do that. At least... How I wish Enju could teleport. Teleport? Like moving from here to somewhere far away in a sec? Ah, that. I learned that from the Elder when I was 5. What? You can do it? Then why? Mizuki, you told me not to go out of this room. Sigh. What? Nothing. Anyway, it's easy if you can teleport. Let's go outside. There's a forest short distance away. Okay. Enju's hands touch Mizuki's shoulders. Teleports away from you. Teleport spills 10 gallons of drink on the floor in my bedroom and the bed sheets of my bedroom and my pajamas in my bedroom, and teleports away from you threateningly. Blinking his eyes, Mizuki sees a widely spread, densely leafed forest right in front of his eyes. It's evening. Moreover, it can be extremely cold in the winter woods. Mizuki felt more so because he came down from inside his room in a flash. Thank goodness I didn't get changed from this thick, firmly made servant's uniform. Mizuki thought so from the bottom of his heart. Enju is reaching for the sky, spreading his arms. He looks a bit happy. Let's go for a walk. It's my first time getting into the forest at night. Mizuki grabs Enju's hand and starts walking into the depths of the woods. If he didn't know that was gonna happen, and he ate something beforehand... I don't know. That's something you'll have to ask the dev. You'll have to ask the dev for all of the semantics of his lore. Without resisting, Enju follows Mizuki. By the way, how's the injury on your leg? I don't feel any pain. And it must be okay. I'll take the bandage off when we return. Enju, what are you gonna do and what were you going to do? Wait. Enju, what were you doing in Luna Maria? Though you are a devil, how come a country goes after you? I've never heard of such a thing. Before I got caught, I was somewhere near the Allen Empire. The Allen Empire? The country all the way in the south? Why on earth did you... There is this devil's forest near the Allen Empire. That's where Enju was born. People from the Allen Empire are afraid to go close to the forest. When the grammar returns to normal, you get whiplash. I really do. But Luna Maria's archbishops, having talismans as their armors, raided the forest chasing after devils who committed a crime out of the woods. That devil was killed right away, and most of the fellow devils were also exterminated. No, but then why did Enju go all the way to Luna Maria? People say Enju is half a man, but Enju's inborn magical powers are stronger than anyone's. Is that right? That's a wonder. Luna Maria's archbishop tried to kill Enju using his holy power. Enju unintentionally repelled the attack, and the archbishop was killed by you, wasn't he? I don't remember. Clara, Enju's sister, was killed, so Enju was mad. I see. When Enju realized Enju was already in Luna Maria, nobody could kill Enju, so they tried to seal the devil. The devil. They tried to steal the devil away. So you escaped and eventually arrived in Ares, huh? Enju nods lightly and says nothing more. You said Clara-san, right? What kind of person was she? Mizuki felt the oppressive atmosphere, so he had to say something. Enju seemed a little surprised, but soon started opening his mouth. Strong-willed and kind-hearted. When others made fun of Enju for saying Enju was half a man, she nearly killed them. She was such a tomboy. I think that goes a little bit beyond mere tomboy, Enju. If a lady who can nearly kill some people is called tomboy, human ladies are very ladylike, definitely. She loved flowers, but flowers wither if devils touched them. So she just looked at the flower field from afar. How about other family members? Where did you grow up? Why? Why do you ask about Enju? Because I don't think I'll have many opportunities to talk to devils. Humans are usually afraid of devils. But Enju is not fearful. I see. Then, two of them continued walking and talked about cabbages and kings. Oh my god, this is romantic. Enju asked about Mizuki too. The moon travels through the sky quietly. How much time has passed, they wonder. Let's go back. It's getting colder. Yeah, we should sleep early for tomorrow. How tall is he? Just then, Enju held Mizuki tight. Is he just gonna live in his fucking servant room the rest of his life? He can just escape. Oh, I felt like I had a burp. Mizuki was shocked because it happened very quickly, but Mizuki's heart was more captivated by Enju's heartbeat, which was closer to him. Not too strong, not too weak. His heart beats at regular intervals. He is the same as me. He spills drinks everywhere, just like me. What is all this crap? A scenery beyond Enju's arms is Mizuki's room, which Mizuki still isn't used to seeing. Huh? Still, there is an obvious feeling of difference. Parting from Enju, Mizuki tries to look around the room. His blanket and pillow are thrown down on the floor, and a few clothes Mizuki owns are coming out of the wardrobe. That's about all, but this is obviously strange. Did someone break into the room? Enju stares at the scattered clothes without speaking. The clothes started floating and got back into the wardrobe, folded back as they were. After that, the pillow and the blanket got back to the bed, and the room was back to how it was before. Still, Mizuki could not remove feelings of uneasiness. It's already midnight, so everyone should be asleep, huh? I'll ask them about this tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep for today after locking the windows and door. They don't feel like they can actually sleep, but two of them slips into the small bed, even though there's two beds. Are we gonna have to fight that, middle-aged maid? Ugh. Mizuki gets up the next morning to find Enju's face before Mizuki's eyes, as expected. He showed just a little surprise as he is already used to seeing it, so he gets up and gets changed. Mizuki is not sure if it is because Enju is a devil that he is not a morning person. Man, I must be a devil too, then. I understand. He's exactly tall enough for whatever fits the picture best. Are they getting killed if they can fucking teleport? He seems to be very stupid. Maybe devils are himbos in this universe. Mizuki goes out of the room and walks to the stairs that lead to the canteen. Right then, Mizuki bumped into Natsumi, who just came up the stairs. Okay, good. There's an ad coming up in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna take a break then to give Zada dinner. Whoa. Oh. Mizuki? There are even other servants lined up behind Natsumi. Mizuki has no idea why, but everyone looks up at Mizuki with a serious look on their faces. Well, what's going on? Is there something on my face? What's going on? Seriously. Mizuki-kun. Is it true you were harboring a devil? With Natsumi's voice as a signal, the doors on the right, left, and front of Mizuki's room open with great force. Soldiers came out of the rooms. They have the Holy Luna Maria's Empire's emblems on their armors. On the spur of the moment, Mizuki pushed the soldiers aside and leaped at the door of his room. But his arms were held by the soldiers, and he could no longer move. Oh my fucking god, Butterman! Butterman, you have completed. We have done it. Thank you for your bones. I'm gonna keep reading for now. When the ad break starts, we will all take a break so that I might give my son a dinner. And then, after that, we'll spin the wheel. Wait with bated breath. We will play a PS2 game yet again. Mizuki then. Oh fuck. Run, Enju! Mizuki screams frantically. He thought his throat would cut open. The door to Mizuki's room was forced open and the soldiers raided the room. Enju, in a shock, could not even strike back at them and was held down in the blink of an eye. Capture that boy, too. An out-of-place calm voice was resonant nobly. Scowling fiercely towards where the voice came from, Mizuki saw a man who has a cross hanging from his neck. He is walking with his robe trailing on the floor. He's a priest. I guess I didn't feel like drawing a priest. Poor soul. Your gentle heart must have been deluded by the devil. That must be the reason why you had given it medical treatments and harbored it. No! You are made into believing that. Confine 2 of them to prison cells. The boy, too? Unfortunately, he might help the evil out, for he is in such a state of mind. Yes, sir. Oh my god, I'm going to jail with my gay husband. Mizuki and Enju were thrown into adjacent cells. That seemed like a stupid thing to do. Tied up firm and good by chains with talismans, Enju is having difficulty breathing. Mizuki is tied up by the wrists with a hemp rope, so it is nothing much, but it is an utmost discomfort. Mizuki's bottom and soles of feet are on the stone floor are getting colder and colder. Mizuki seriously and entirely thought it would be better if he could die of cold. Last night, the mess in my room. It must have been them breaking into the room when we were out and about. What's wrong with them? They don't even know Enju, but just because you are a devil, they tied you up, so strong and firm? Are all priests so brutal? Enju keeps quiet and stares at the floor. Is he feeling pain, mortified, or angered? Maybe he is feeling all of them. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Enju opened his mouth and tried to say something. But an Ares guard standing next to the door told Enju to shut up, so Enju kept quiet without saying a word. Devils don't seem too scary in this universe. Though it was inside the palace, it felt awfully quiet. There should have been a party celebrating the 30th wedding anniversary of the king and queen, but there are no chefs delivering dishes or maids busily running around preparing. When do we get the game where the church is right and the hot demon is wrong? I don't know. I mean, is that Castlevania, kind of? I've spoken from someone who's never played. Alright, it's break time. This is a good picture for it. I'll put a song on for you. You gotta give my iTunes a second. It's a little slow, like me. Yeah, you know, this song with this picture, that's perfect. Be right back.
Pepperoni? You want a dinner? Yeah. Yeah. Get some cubes too.
son is well fed. Oh, hey, nice. Looks like the ads have stopped. Perfect. Actually, no. We'll keep this back on. Let me get my...
Subscription.
Whoa!
Bone goal.
Bone Goal, thank you for the sub. Alright, let's get this roulette started. Da-na-na, da-na-da. Da-na-da-da. Da-na-da-da-da-da. That. Let me get my list ready. PS2. The list. The fucking list. Bam. Oh fuck, I don't... Where am I? There I am! What's this song? Witcher? That's pretty good, I guess. Alright, so... This is the time we're gonna get something pachinko. I swear to God. An L. What goddamn games start with the letter L? Oh yeah, we did Leisure Suit Larry. That was the only L we've done. What else can we get? What L can we get? Lassie, you know, that's a classic. That's a classic. I don't want any Lego games. Which I feel like is dangerous to say because there is a high chance I will get one. Oh, I want that Lord of the Rings game that's like a Final Fantasy X ripoff. I hope we don't get Love Mahjong because I don't know how to play Mahjong. Love Hina would be pretty good. Let's see what we get. Oh yeah, let me take Leisure Suit Larry off the list. Magna Cum Laird. Bye-bye. What in the fucking goddamn is Lifeline? Oh? This is... Wait. I think I know about this one. I don't know if I'll be able to buy this.
It's a subscription.
Voice action adventure?
Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Toasty. Oh, okay. The game itself isn't too much. I don't know if it's supposed to come with a... Yeah, it seems like some of them come with a microphone. I don't think I'll be able to buy that one. But I should be able to buy the game itself. Hopefully I'll be able to figure out... hopefully I'll be able to use the microphone in OBS and also the emulator at the same time. But I say that and I should be able to. Because I've definitely, like... done streaming and also Discord at the same time, so that should be fine. Well, you know? This might be pretty good. I don't know how far we're gonna get in it. But I'll look into buying this, I'll look into buying this after the stream. Thank you for all your bones. And again, thank you for the subs and everything. All the subs and bits and shit help me, continue to buy weird PS2 games to play on the computer. Yeah, I think it's similar to like Seaman, Hey You Pikachu type bullshit where it like doesn't work. What's up, Robo? No, the stream's not over. We decided to do PS2 roulette. And I got Lifeline. So I'm gonna have to play that voice commanded PS2 game. I'm sure we'll beat it first try. We'll probably beat it, no problem at all. Wham bam. I don't know any- like, I know the concept, I don't know fucking anything else about it. I know that you have to talk at her. I don't know like literally anything else. So I'm gonna try to keep it that way. I'm gonna look up a how long to beat and probably just like assume I'm gonna have to put 5 extra hours on that because of my incompetence. Anyway, let's get back to boy kissing. It was, of course, Mizuki himself who ruined the party. What's going on? The soldier who grabbed a rope to tie up Mizuki by wrists asked Mizuki as he nudged him. Well, I am kind of feeling bad knowing servants, maids, and chefs prepared for the much-awaited party. Aren't you feeling bad for King and Queen in question? What do you think King and Queen were doing when all the servants were busy preparing for the party, huh? We're here. Do not say anything other than to answer questions they are going to ask. I am the ping pong king! Did you try to beat the ping pong game again? You should be able to. You should be able to get all the achievements for it. It's literally just that one stage that's like so hard for no fucking reason. If you can beat that one, the rest of them are smooth sailing. Mizuki was led to the audience room. Mizuki entered this room once before when Natsume led him in, and he remembers the strange scenery of the unnecessarily high ceilings and 3 thrones being the only things in the room. Seated on those thrones are Prince, King, and Queen from left to right. Standing next to him is Hiragi, and Maid Master is standing next to Hiragi. Natsume, too, is standing at the back of a nearby pillar. Over here. And the priest who stands next to his king slowly walks towards Mizuki. I challenge you to poo baseball in your next 10 streams. Alright, I'll give it a shot. I remember back in the day, I got to like... Who was the last guy you fight in that? Christopher Robin? I know I fought Christopher Robin, but I can't remember if I beat him. But I also played the Japanese version of it at the time. I think the English one they said they made easier or something. Bullshit. You are Mizuki-kun, I hear. When did you meet this devil? Ugh. You'd better answer my questions. If you answer, the god might forgive you. We are the god's representatives. What nonsense. You are an atheist and I am a theist. There's no choice because everyone is free to believe in what they want to believe. It was just before we received a notification from Luna Maria that I met Enju. I treated him because he was injured. He told me then he was a devil. Knowing he was a devil, you still helped him? The beauty of your heart is worthy of high praise. It evidently is the god's heart. When someone's injured or someone's in need of help, I will help. Even a kid like me from the slum knows that. It'd be strange to know the god didn't know that sort of ordinary thing. Mizuki did not miss when the priest made a face for a second. The priest knitted his eyebrows, not when Mizuki abused the god, but when he found out Mizuki was from the slum. No matter how noble the priest is, he is still a human. Let's change the subject. Why did you harbor the devil? Hearing that, Hiragi looks Mizuki in his face uneasily. It seems only Mizuki and Hiragi have noticed the change in attitude of the priest. I thought you'd kill Enju just like you did other innocent devils. Devils are to be hated and detested. We rot physically and mentally just by touching them. We cannot let them be. I touched Enju. We talked lots as we walked the forest in the evening. I haven't changed a bit. He's not gonna tell him about all the juice we spilled on the bed, though, huh? You lad. Seized by the collar, Mizuki and the priest got closer. Don't you dare turn your head, a petty boy. Look who's talking. A priest wannabe con man. Enju's a fool and a devil, but I've never met anyone who's as kind as Enju. Don't you understand you've been deceived? You don't understand you're blindly believing in your religion. Aw, snap. Mizuki was tumbled on the floor with a great force and he rolled over. The queen screamed lightly. What the fuck? Snaps. The impact from being tumbled on the floor might have cut off the rope that was binding up Mizuki's hands. Bishop, no violence. Prince tries to come between them, but Prince did not have to walk further. You. I'll not forgive you. Enju was unbinded and the talisman broke into pieces and fell on the floor. Even Mizuki, who has no ability to sense the supernatural, could see the strange atmosphere. Stop it, Enju! Knowing this would not calm down the situation, Mizuki started shouting in the spur of the moment. But it somehow worked. Tonight, corn! Enju looks at Mizuki with a start. Mizuki looks back into Enju's eyes without casting away. Sorry. Soon after, Enju said so and hanged his head low. Bind it up again. Priest raised a hysteric voice. But some soldiers have been paralyzed with fright and are not able to move. Those who are able to move are too afraid of Enju to draw near. Did you see that? That's when devils show their true colors. Hiragi is once again questioning himself, tilting his head. A while later, Hiragi looks around, rather turns his ears. Natsume-kun, are you there? Huh? Yes? Is he actually blind? They never established that. Natsumi, since when have you been there? From the very beginning, I could hear your footsteps. I can't beat you, and what is it that you need? Hiragi whispers into Natsumi's ears. Mizuki cannot hear what Hiragi is saying because of the distance, but even Mayumi, who's right next to them, does not seem to be hearing what he is saying. Understood. Natsumi said so and took Hiragi's hand, and they walked towards Mizuki and Enju. Natsumi? Mr. Hiragi, what are you up to? I just wanted to talk to him. Maidmaster would not have allowed me to do so. Smiling, Hiragi goes down on his knees before Enju. Are you the one who helped Mizuki-kun when he came close to falling off the tree? Yes. Okay, that's all I wanted to hear from you. Hiragi slowly got up and turned around facing the thrones. His Majesty, the Royal King, he is not telling a lie. Mizuki-kun too, can't you forgive them? What are you? Excuse me. Chopped in the back of the neck, the priest got dizzy and fell on the floor. The priest got chopped by this boy maid. Mizuki was tumbled on the floor not long ago by this priest. Even so, Mizuki felt a little bad for the priest. But you know, I've never heard good rumors about the devils. Even if this devil is a good one. Dear, let's forgive them. No, what has come into your mind? Even I can tell if they are lying or not. My eyes are not weak. My eyes are not yet weak to have gotten cloudy just in about 30 years. Oh, she's a hag at 30 years of age. What a hag, what a hag. 30 years ago, you said to me right in front of the fellow citizens, didn't you? Today is one special day. I'll treasure it till death, no, even after death. On such a special day, there shouldn't be anyone feeling sad, even if it's not us. Prince seemed to be confused too. Mother. Soon you'll succeed to the throne to be king. How can you be the one to protect your fellow citizens if you can't express your thoughts? What about you? How are you going to deal with them? The king was speaking to her in his womb. Prince turns his very languishing eyes to Mizuki and Enju. Soon after, the prince sighs lightly. I think we should forgive them. I think we should forgive them, too. Prince! Mr. Hiragi said the right thing. He was always right, and he will always be right. I think we should forgive you. There are no casualties anyway. But... we know. We will leave the country. Before Prince could say it, Mizuki finished saying it. It's well understood from the beginning. They will not belong to any group if Mizuki, a human, and Enju, a devil, are to be together. He never imagined they would be officially forgiven, but he was planning to do this anyway if they managed to force their ways through the royal. To live alone with Enju, without relying on any country or anyone. Hiragi-san, thank you so much! Be well. Prince, Maidmaster, King and Queen, thank you for everything, though it was such a short period of time. Geez, he's been painful from the beginning until the end. Truly. Be well. Ah, be well. Fuck that devil rotten. I'm not gonna let you guys. Hup! The soldier who was behind the soldier trying to get up knocked him down. Not knowing what has just happened, everyone looked at the soldier. You met, fucked, and threw your life away in the span of 24 hours. Yeah, but I mean, I guess when you're just a fucking peasant living in the slums, this seems like getting fucked by a devil seems kind of a better payoff than dying in the street by yourself. Don't stare at me like that, everyone. I'm blushing. Nemu! Oi, you should have known. I'm the one who made a cut into your rope around the wrists when I was taking you here. Yeah, we were even packing things up in case you guys got to escape. I led other priests to the guests' room, since they were snoring heavily after drinking Natsumi's tea with a sleeping drug. You guys... Unlike the unconscious old man lying there, all we did was to believe in what we could see with our own eyes. So, off you go now, close to tears. Natsumi, Nemu, Fu, Hagi-san, thank you very much for believing in us. After receiving his bags, he's just not gonna tell anyone that he's like probably still dripping with every step from all the drinks that they spilled on the bed. After receiving his bags, Mizuki gives a smile, as big as possible, and grabs Enju's hand. It gets darker before his eyes for a second. Soon, a bright light shines, and Mizuki squinches his eyes. It's the sunset. The sun is about to set beyond the horizon. I thought the candles were part of the game, and for sure thought this was Bible Black. No, I wish. I'm gonna switch back to this real quick. This is how small the game is on my monitor. You cannot make it bigger than this. So this is the frame. This is the absolute state of my vision throughout this whole stream. Sorry. Mizuki's also being chased now. That's why. Don't worry, I'm not bothered by that. Hey, was it the Allen Empire you mentioned before? Wanna go there? It's called Devil's Forest, right? I wanna go there. That is... We no longer have our own mistletoe, so we will go to various places. Who knows? There might be at least one place on the other side of the world that accepts both humans and devils, yeah? If we don't give up, the possibility is never zero. Mizuki... Or are you saying you can't protect a human like me? I never said that. Alright then, let's do it. Having mate's trust on my back and your warmth in my hand, a human and a devil have set out for a journey to search for their utopia. They believe it exists somewhere in the world. Yay! I'm ready. I gotta be ready with this button just in case. Oh, is there just one credits? Oh no, never mind. There's more credits. Remember when we kissed the devil? Remember when the devil and me did the kiss? Remember Mamba the double. 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 Double. Mamba the double. I think we picked the good guy. You already miss him? Don't miss him, he's right there. It's okay. He's right there. He's not gone yet. And okay. I was ready to bust this out just in case they flashed the scene of when they fell on the bed and spilled all the drinks. It's funny that they do the end screen and my devil boyfriend is not even in this picture. That's it! You know? You know, that's pretty good. Here's me.
I introduce you to the fantastic world of gay sex.
That's me to all of you. Yay! Hey, thanks for watching. Also, thanks for the subs. Thanks for your boons. I will look into purchasing Lifeline. I'll stream that at some point. Next stream is going to be Sunday. We beat Dragon's Dogma 2 last Sunday. So the next longer game I want to play is Bladestorm Nightmare. So I'm gonna start that up. I've never played it. I've had that game for a very long time as well. But I've never played it, so that will be nice. It'll be nice to do a big, stupid, fucking, like, I think it's a Muso type of game. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Let's look at this one more time. I'll find someone to raid as well.
My bed's so sticky.